Short stories by J.B. Simeon. Zeus, the Outlaw Years. Like all gods and humans, Zeus, the once supreme ruler of gods and humans, was ruthless, selfish, and self-serving. We humans eventually stopped believing in him and his sibling gods because we discovered that they cared only for themselves. Without our belief and our prayers, they and their temples fell to ruin. They faded from our reality. This story occurs when humans still believed in the ancient gods and prayed to Zeus and his siblings for salvation. It happens in the time when we still believe that these gods loved us. This story is about the missing years of Zeus' youth. As you know, Zeus once lived on Earth, disguised as a human child. We can assume that he wanted to understand the world that he had created from the perspective of his creations. Yet, as time passed, that seems an unlikely reason. Today, no one knows the reason he was here. On Earth, Zeus was the son of God and the true God himself, combined. He was both the Father in the heavens and the Son on earth. He was the Father who had created himself as the Son by impregnating a virgin of unshakable religious faith. He ruled in the heavens as the Father while he served on earth as the Son. Just as humans prayed to him for guidance and strength, he prayed to that part of himself still in the heavens for guidance and strength. Strangely, he didn't answer his own prayers. As a child, Zeus knew the righteous path, his path. He blamed humans for their weakness, their many sins against him, even though he was our creator. His mother, still so beautiful, begged him to be kind. She knew that he had the wisdom of a supreme God, but the earthbound experience of a child. All things were binary to him, either yes or no. There were no shades of gray. There was still many things about his human self that he needed to learn. As Zeus, the son, matured, he discovered an insatiable desire for sex. His commitment to the righteous path, the word of his father, his own word, was weakened by his growing commitment to his next orgasm. Women and men both found resistance to his charms useless. They all granted him sexual favors. He was magic. They offered themselves to him singly, in pairs, in groups, wherever Zeus would encounter them. They made love beside the rivers, behind the temples, in the marketplaces, and in many other secret places now long forgotten. Zeus, the sun, was potent. All that sexual energy yielded multiple children. Soon there were so many sons of Zeus the sun and daughters of Zeus the sun, they swelled the world's population. Zeus, the sun, became consumed with self-indulgent behavior and personal pleasure. He became less and less concerned with his father's righteous path, his righteous path, if it ever existed. Unlike their father Zeus, the son, and their grandfather Zeus, the father, as the semi-gods matured, they produced miracles. They raised all the dead and ended all death. They cured all the sick and ended all sickness. Where there was famine, they created feast. Where there were wars, they created peace. For a short while, they brought the heavens to earth. Zeus, the Father, in the heavens, and his sibling gods became concerned. Humans seemed to have abandoned all worship of the gods. A god's power and existence came from fear and prayer. If no humans prayed, if they no longer needed gods, then gods would fade from existence. So Zeus, the father, and his sibling gods returned death, famine, sickness, and war to the nations of the earth, and the human prayers resumed. The semi-gods organized the humans to fight Zeus the father and his sibling gods. They wanted to keep the earth a paradise. They told the humans that no gods should be worshipped. All gods were just beings like themselves that used technology that humans did not yet understand. Humans applied their minds to observing, experimentation, and sharing knowledge. They realized that as their application of knowledge increased, their fear subsided and their need for gods ended. As humans assumed responsibility for their own destiny, Zeus the father and Zeus the son, the sibling gods and the semi-gods all faded from existence. I'm J.B. Simeon, and this has been Zeus the Outlaw Years. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please subscribe to this channel. There'll be many more coming.